Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. I am Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for all of your previous views, likes, subscriptions, and comments. Dudes, we are flying at the moment. Absolutely flying in terms of the views and all of that kind of stuff. It's fantastically lovely and beautifully awesome, and I love you all. Thank you so much. Today, this might be... How many videos might this be? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Basically, I asked in a little community post what people would like to see, and most people wanted to see my top 25 tips. Now, I actually wrote down 50 tips, and I did this a couple of weeks ago. I completely forgot I had them. So we are going to do my top 50 tips. Now, before we start, I want to lay this out. If you've been playing this game for a while, you'll know most of these tips, but you have to remember that a big part of this channel is helping players to improve, and there are a lot of new players. Personally received, I don't know, 20, 30 new messages. Yeah, lots in the last few days about people who are just joining, people who just watching. Some people are watching videos from 6 months ago and saying, oh, this is good, I just learnt this. So, this is really quite about helping everybody. A lot of these tips you might know. If you don't know, fantastic. You might pick up 1 or 2 things that you've never thought of before. And as always, these are my opinions. If you disagree with me, please, people are not shy to argue with me in the comments, so go for it. I might ignore you, but that's just fine. Right, so let's start. And we're going to start, I guess, from... we're going to count to the top 50, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and end at 50. And hopefully, if I've done this right, we're going to get, it's kind of in order of importance. Kind of. Let's just say it's a little bit in order of importance. But let's start it up. My tip number 1, and this is a very important tip, but it is, what it is it's a game. Relax. I've had a lot of people, especially if you go and have a look in the province chat, swearing at each other or getting angry or etc. Guys, it's just a game. Have some fun. Meet some people. Work on your own castles and make sure that they are strong, etc. But do remember, it is just a game, and have some fun. Please, number 2, make sure to chat. Chatting is incredibly important. You will learn many things within you. Not only your alliance, but your game and how to play better, etc. So make sure that you are chatting to all of your fellow members. Teamwork is really important. Number 3, Clash of Provinces. Okay, so we are actually currently not in Clash of Provinces. We are in the warm-up. So that means it's only an event that runs Tuesday until Sunday. And then for the following 3 weeks, yes, it'll run Monday through Sunday. If you've not been in Clash of Provinces before, then you are a very new player. Basically, guys, this is a daily thing that rewards you with chests. You should be getting as many chests as possible. They are incredibly useful for all resource gathering, etc. Number 4, donate to Alliance. There are 2 ways to donate to the Alliance. You can do it on a tab here. Blah blah blah. Scroll down and you can see technology here. If we go to, there we go, we can then decide which one to donate to. Your alliance should probably have some recommended or not recommended, and you should probably follow your recommendations. We're just going to go here for now. Bam, like so. We just donated. You can donate up to, or you can also donate here, sorry. Whoop. Technology. Yeah. They're roughly the same thing, except in the other version, in the other menu, you get access to donate down here, whereas you don't get that right now. I don't really understand why they have 2 different systems for that, but that is what it is. Guys, by donating to Alliance Techs, you not only help get little small buffs, Alliance reduction time is helped, fantastic, but you also get points which you can spend at the Alliance store. You can see I have 157 points. 57,000, I spent some this morning. This is the only way to get bunches of rocks, unless you occasionally pick them up from mob drops, and it's useful for things like buying shields or teleports, etc. So donate to Alliance Tech. Number 5, Focus on your cavalry, especially if you're a new account. Focus on training your stables up as fast as possible and on training your cavalry. Your cavalry are your fastest. They can also carry the most loot. You can see here I've just got tier 8 training up now. Some tier 7 knights there. And barely any of the other types. I really like the cavalry. I like the speed. I do not like to wait around. Your footmen and your archers do have better defense, I think, and better attack. I can't remember which is which. I think the archers. But I just like the speed and the load capacity of the cavalry. So especially if you're starting out, focus on your cavalry first. Upgrade your ale. This is number 6. Upgrade your ale production and sell it. You can see at the moment I've got 8.6 million and I sell probably 4 to 5 times a day. I should be actually improving my trading hall so I can sell for cheaper, but I have not done that. But we can go in here, trade. This is the main way I keep my gold production high. You can see I have 6.3 million on hand at the moment. 18.6. If I can sell every day, then it means I don't need to go into my stockpile. And that can just grow as it does organically. What's this? What do you want? Ooh, I can do some more bolts, can I? I did not know that. We will do that later. Okay, so upgrade your ale and sell. You can also, at a point, get up to selling your food, but we will get onto that in a minute. And that is now. And that is now. Number 7, starve your tavern. There's a whole video on this, and it is really important. This is my tavern here. You can see it is not actually connected to the road at the moment. If you do disconnect it from the road, you can save on the charcoal. Oh, we have no charcoal. Let's get some here. Bam, bam. Cool. Go back. By starving your tavern, and that means not putting anything in, no food, no ale, you save both your food and ale. What this does is limit your population. As you can see here, I only have 166,000 people, whereas I could have 238 if they were being fed and watered with the ale constantly. What does this affect by not having anybody in here? Well, A, I save the food and I save the ale to sell both of these things. B, it does shrink down the amount my mints make. So mints. It's every time I say that, it sounds like minced beef. Mints. I'll say it right. So it does affect how much gold I can produce. You can see here I'm only at 87% efficiency in my gold production, and that is because my population cap, and it should say that there, my population cap is too low. Yeah, not too low, but I don't have enough population. If I refilled my tavern and had that full and had a full population, this would be at 100%. In terms of that, missing that 13%, but also being able to sell all of this ale and all of this food, I think it is a better payoff. So starve your tavern. However, there are some builds and things you can have in here that will need to be built that do rely on population. So periodically you should fill it up again. Okay, tip number 8, manage your roads. You can see here that my system is a bit messy. Every day I say I'm going to make this look nicer, but I don't. But what you can see over here is that I have a number of buildings which are not attached to the they're not attached so that I can save on the charcoal. These things still work. You can see gold was just produced right then, but because they're not attached, then they do not take up charcoal production. Also think about your workers. Okay, so these guys are all here, and they're here because they're near the storages. This saves me seconds every time. If I want to fill up something over here, this one, production, let's fill him up. Cool. Okay, the guy has, where is he gone? Well, he's not gone anywhere. Well, there he goes. He was there immediately. Completely full up. I don't know where he came from. But usually if you're going to build something, the animation does kind of bring the stuff from your storehouses to where it's being upgraded. By having your little truck houses here and near your storages, you will be slightly quicker. But that's really seconds. Seconds are going to be shaved off your time. Tip number... Where are we up to? 9. Tip number 9. Where is my class hall? I am currently a farmer. This is the best way to start the game without a doubt in my view. Farmers get a benefit on gathering, and it is useful. It is very, very useful at the start. Raiders is what most people want to choose because they want to have lots of battles, but I promise you, until you get to a high enough level, you're not going to be really gaining enough from raiding as often as you think. My advice has always been, until at least level 19, you should be a farmer, and then after that you can decide which one you want to be. The other two, traders and craftsmen, are good as well, and they have their benefits. I've never really been them. I hear craftsman is quite good, but for me, my tip is always be a farmer to start, and then after about level 19, think about changing to whichever one is useful for you and the style of game that you play. Number 10. This is important. Read the bloody mails. I love my alliance, but good God, nobody reads the bloody mails that I send. Maybe one or two people. This is seriously important. This is the main way, and with chat, in order to communicate, new things to the alliance. I can't tell you the number of times that I have sent multiple mails, and then people are going, "Oh, what's happening today? I didn't realize." And I'm like, "Did you read the mail?" I was like, "Oh no, I didn't." Everything in the game can be translated. Obviously, the translator is not so great, but read the mails. Stay informed. Use the bookmarking system. This is tip number 11. Bookmarking system is fantastic. I actually love this thing. As you can see here, we can go here and we have a number of bookmarks. We can categorize them into favorites. Cool, I don't know why I went there. And I'm going to forget this one now, actually. There we go. Favorite removed. But we can go in here and we can go into our bookmarking system. We could save this one as a favorite, a friend, or an enemy. Let's save it as an enemy, and we can call it whatever we like. Let's call it, testing. Boom. Done. That is now saved, and I can come back and find this point at any point by just popping in here and looking at the bookmarks again and going to, what was it, enemy? There it is, testing. I can edit the name or I can bin it. This is incredibly useful. In order to find maybe castles that you are raiding, to keep an eye on them so you don't forget. It's very, very useful in the Reign of Chaos if you want to go over to another province and start to scope out their alliance centers and their defense. You can save their kind of thing there, and so you know what's happening and you can look back at it any time. And it's also really good for getting home. Just to be honest, sometimes if you've ported over to another state, you don't exactly remember where you were. And by looking back at state 70, the state you're from, if I look back at state 71 while I'm in state 72, it won't show me these little icons anymore. I won't be able to see my alliance. So getting home is actually a really, really, really useful thing with the bookmarking system. And you can see my main bookmarks are, of course, myself. This is where I am. Okay. Number 12, spend your gems. Too many players hoard their gems. I know people who have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of gems. I don't understand what they're saving them for. Spend them. Use them. Now, obviously, I have said in the past that I believe using them to buy certain resources is a good use. I do still believe that. Another thing that I think is a very good use is buying these chests, which have the materials in them, which you can then use for creating new equipment in the blacksmith. I think this is a good use of these as well. But spend them. Don't just spend them on speed up. I think that's a massive waste. You should be able to get enough speed ups without spending the gems. Obviously you might need a 24-hour speed up or a 5-day speed up sometimes, and that's a really good use of gems as well, especially if you want to try and hit a particular Clash of Province event, which will increase your score and hence get you more gems in the end anyway. I roughly try and keep about 10,000 just in case I need to buy a few teleports or a shield or something like that. Today I will spend most of these as well. Number 13. Okay, so obviously I didn't really get to 50 tips. Number 13, eat cheese every day. Unless you're lactose intolerant, cheese is awesome, and there are so many varieties of cheese that you should really be, testing the boundaries of your cheese palate. I'm a big fan of cheese on pretty much everything and in any way, shape or form. There's nothing better than a couple of crackers and a piece of cheese as a little afternoon snack or an after dinner, midnight snack. So please, please, please eat cheese every day if you can. Number 14, kill 10 whites every day. Okay, so we are stuck in the middle of nowhere, so let's pop out to here. Let's come a bit over to this side. I think there should be some up here. Obviously there are different types of monsters. Each monster gives different things. There are then these ones, the whites. They take double the stamina to attack, but they do have a better reward system as well, as far as I'm concerned. Every day you can kill 10 of them. I try and kill all level 15s if we could find. Whoa. Yeah, how many times does that happen in my videos? My alarm goes off. Obviously I need to set my alarm earlier because I'm getting up before it goes off. Yeah, there we go, to level 15. Let's take care of that guy. Let's auto deploy some people and let's send you out for a run there to kill that guy. You should kill all of these every day. I know the stamina costs a little bit more, but the rewards, the benefits are fantastic. You should also be trying to kill as many of the other monsters as you possibly can as well. Yeah, monsters are a great resource of experience. Fantastic resource of experience, and just little bits of resources and other stuff like that. 15, ask questions and remember information. We're about to go into the 3rd season of Rock in my alliance, and I know for sure, and I love my guys, I love the people I play with, I know for sure somebody will ask me tomorrow, why did I place the rally point there? And I'll have to explain once again, and it might be the same people, but I'll explain once again that I placed the rally point where it is because rally points must be placed in band 1 first. They can only be placed around the guys, just try and remember. It's not that hard. There's not a lot going on in this game. I'm not a fucking... Ooh, I swore, sorry. I'm not a genius. I'm not some sort of Mr. Memory Man. I don't have things written down or something like that. It's just a game. It's not too hard to remember how to play it and what the kind of rules are. If you don't know what the rules are, watch some of the videos or read the events. Look at them. See what that says. What does it say? What do I have to do? Etc. Complete daily challenges, earn points, win the reward. Oh, this is a reward, this is a reward, this is a reward. That's easy to work out. Yeah, it's not hard. The game is not trying to make you feel like an idiot. You just need to remember some more stuff. Number 16. A lot of these are quite similar, I'm realizing. I wonder if I wrote these while I was drunk a few weeks back. Possibly. Help your teammates as much as you can, and that will often mean maybe doing an extra giant fight. Oh, nobody needs one now, but I probably do 4 or 5 attacks on giants every day, just to make sure that everybody has enough people, because not everybody's on at the same time, etc, etc, but I like to help out and make sure they're doing okay. By donating, I help out as much as I can as well, and then by talking in the chat and answering questions, I help as much as I can as well. Seriously important to help your fellow teammate. This is a team game. I've said this many times before. It does not work. You cannot win this game being a single player. Just there's no way that's going to happen. You have to be in an alliance, you have to be in a team in order to survive and to grow. So help your teammates, talk with them, be with them, hug them if you need to. Where are we? Help your teammates. That was number 16. Number 17, shield up, people. Shield up. Okay, there is a kill event nearly every weekend in nearly every state. I think it's only every 4th weekend it's not on. But there's a kill weekend all the time. Yeah, every Saturday and Sunday, always happening. It is cheap to use shields. You should be easily earning, by the time your castle passes level probably 14 or 15, you should easily be earning enough gems a day to put a 24-hour shield on. You should easily be having enough gems a day to put a 3-day shield on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so if you don't want to take part in the kill event. Now, if you do want to take part, still think about shielding up. At the end of the day, you can take the shield away, you can, waste the shield if you need to, if you decide you want to go and fight, but just in case you fall asleep, you get a bit sick, you forget to log in, you could lose half a month's progress just by forgetting to put a shield on. It's just easy thing to do, and it's not too expensive. Chuck a shield on. Yeah, chuck a shield on. 18, don't forget to research. We're going to talk a lot about research during this thing, I think, but guys, you've got to be researching constantly. You cannot stop researching. And I got hiccups. I don't know what it is about talking on the microphone, but I get the hiccups so often. This little thing here, the Research Institute, should be continuously in a state of researching. It should also be upgraded. My level is not high enough. 18 is not good. There should be at least level 22 now, and I've got to really work on that. But constantly research. If you want to see what my research screen is, I posted it yesterday or the day before on my community page on the YouTube channel, so you could see exactly what research I have. It might be slightly different now because it was maybe a day ago. The most important researches are obviously the legions. Zone commemoration is easily the most important, and you should be doing this as much as you possibly can. This will help you get more points in the Clash of Province weekly events. Yeah, so by doing this, you're just helping yourself. It's really important to get zone commemoration going. And then obviously I like to focus on cavalry, a little bit of accessory production, and I have some other stuff I need to do as well. But research. Do not stop to research. Every single day, research. Blue heroes. Blue heroes. There's some good blue heroes. People focus a lot on the orange heroes, and of course most of the orange heroes are better, but there are some nice blue heroes. The blue heroes are usually and more likely to be the development heroes. Okay, so we can see down here, not recruited, we have a few guys here. These guys are good. A lot of people don't listen and don't look at the blue guys. I'm currently... No, I don't have any there. But don't forget, especially at the start, especially in the middle of the game, you know, so before you're like castle level 20 or something like that, you have a lot of blue heroes, so don't miss them, especially in terms of stationing. Get them in there, get them doing their things. They can be very helpful, especially kind of early to mid game. Blacksmith research. Well, I told you we'd be talking a lot about research. Research is important. Down here, this little thing, accessory production, which is the blacksmith research. By researching more of this, what does this one do? Increases helmet crafting speed. Fantastic. What does this one do? Unlocks the third material crafting slot. Fantastic. What's this? Unlocks extra Dragonite workshop. Brilliant. Basic processing. What does we do? Increase the material crafting speed. Fantastic. All of these things mean that we can get better and faster materials, and we can make better and faster equipment. I am currently on a massive binge to speed this up as much as possible, to do as much material making as possible. I am trying, I'm still quite far behind, but I'm trying very hard to get, where's my, oh, it's here. Very hard to start getting some gold level materials in terms of steel cavalry. I'm probably another week off unless I push it a little bit more, but getting gold is just such a massive benefit. Yeah, so research, get this thing going as fast as it possibly can. You can see how many slots I have there for materials. What is it, 9, 8, something like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 9, and there's 10 in total. So get this going as much as you possibly can. Seriously important. Oh, the map zoom out. This is interesting. A few people mentioned this to me when I said I was going to be doing this video. Is that you can use your finger and your thumb to zoom the map out. It's a little bit hard for me to show because I'm on my PC and my touchpad is awful. Wait, come on, zoom out. Ooh, look at that. We can zoom out here. What we have now is basically a screen showing me all of the researchers and castles on the map. I can adjust that by saying also show me zombies. No zombies. Zombies. No zombies. Zombies. No zombies. I could take away this, which is the grid patterns of all of our tiles. I could also take away all the bases, and I can take away all the resources, and we have that. And so this way you can find, say I just want to look for castles, enemy castles I want to raid. Oh, there we go. There's a guy. I can attack him. Who is that guy? I have no idea who that is. Okay, fine. Must be a farm from one of my other people. So yeah, that zoom in and zoom out mode is really quite useful. Very useful. And then obviously you can zoom out to the whole province. You can see the center of the province, etc. You know, and if you are in an alliance, you should be able to see these little things that show where you are and show where your colleagues and friends are. If you needed to find somebody. Who's this? Lord Triz, what are you doing all the way up here? Seems odd. Okay, that's fine. Be excellent to each other. Obviously had some fillers in this. Be excellent to each other. Guys, I've said this too many times. All right, let's just skip that one and keep going. Tip number 23. That's a repeat. Wow. Upgrade your ale and sell was tip number 6. And then tip number 23 is trade ale and food for gold, which I pretty much already said. I guess it is a separate tip because I shouldn't have really said trade the food as well when I was talking about the ale before. Yeah, we might get to 40 tips in total. All right, let's go to tip number 24. Watch the ads. What ads do you say? There's lots of advertisements in this game. Yes, there is, and if you watch them, you get gems. Watching is good. It sucks. It's annoying, but you do get gems. Come on, man. Get out of the white screen of death. Bam. Especially here. There's usually, I think it doesn't show it in this PC version or something, but usually it says gems. I know I can see it on my phone. I did it just this morning. Usually up here it will say gems or something, and you can go reward. You can go in, you can watch an ad for 30 seconds, and you can get 50 gems, I believe you can. You can also press this baby here. Get a little bit of the old Dragon Man shouting. Blah, there he goes. And then you will be offered some gold. Okay, it's only 500. If it was a bigger amount, say 50,000, 75,000, I would definitely watch the ad. It's a 30-second ad for another stupid game, and I could get double the amount of money. Watch the ads, watch the ads, watch the ads, please. You can get lots of free stuff. Lots and lots of free stuff. 25. Find the daily challenge spreadsheet and plan your upgrades. And I might try and find one or make a new one of this, but online, if you Google Rise of Empires, Ice of Fire, Daily Challenge, list or something like that, you will find spreadsheets. If you look on Reddit, you will find spreadsheets of what exactly the daily or hourly challenges are and in what order they are. It'll give you the times, and so you can plan, oh, this is the one I really like, or this is the one I've got, I've got a good chance of getting to the third chest, blah 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 blah. So you can use that spreadsheet in order to plan your day and your login times to the game. Really, really important. I might make a new one, but there's been made many times before, so you should be able to find some online. 26. Put a 3-day shield on Fridays. I already said this. I was definitely drunk when I wrote this. 27. Zone commemoration. I am not going to stop talking about zone commemoration. Zone commemoration is the single most important research that is available, and you should not do it, if you know what I mean. Not do it. If you can see here at the moment, if I upgraded this one, what do I get? 38% extra points when I attack monsters during the Clash of Provinces, which is excellent. At the moment, I'm incentivizing the gathering and get 34% extra points from gathering, and you can see all of these go up to 15, and they're all giving me extra points for every single day of the Clash of Provinces. Down here, I mean, look at this, increase all points, which is amazing. Look at this, one more reward. What's this? Get double rewards when claiming. This is fantastic. Zone commemoration will give you all the resources in the world if you focus on it. It takes a lot of courage medals. That's not too bad, 470. And courage medals you get from lots of various places, but it takes a lot of courage medals. But you should be doing this every single day if possible. You will dramatically increase your research, your resources. The blacksmith. Wow, we just talked about this, man. I think I'm going to, I should be doing smaller points instead of just waffling. I guess my tip number 28 is a blacksmith. Don't forget this baby. Upgrade it, crafting it, make stuff. At the moment, as I said to you, I have got useless stuff. And if I'd started earlier, I think I only started about maybe 3 weeks ago. I started going, I've got crap. I've got really bad crap. I need to upgrade all of this crap. And you can see that that's all I've got for steel cavalry. Scavengers, people are still using white hats. I mean, that's all it's giving me is a 2%. This is awful. Absolutely pathetic. So get going on this. Get going. Build better stuff. Constantly craft materials and constantly build better stuff. Yeah, as I said, it's really, really important. It's something I neglected massively over the last few months. Tip number 29, save 10% of your income every paycheck. We're seeing right now a situation in the world where people are losing their jobs, etc., etc. Save some money, guys. I know it's hard, I know it's tough, and I know a lot of us don't earn enough that we can actually have big savings, etc., etc. But try and save a little bit, yeah? Just when we have times like this, if you've saved a tiny bit of money, it'll just make things a little bit easier, I say this as somebody who's pretty bad at it as well. You know, I'm very bad at saving, I'm very bad at kind of investing and thinking of the future, but every little bit you can put away will help you when the times get tough. Plan your reign of chaos. I probably got 10 messages through the game over the weekend about, because I think in a couple of new states, the first week of Reign of Chaos Season 1 was starting. And how to, you know, plan up the structures, etc., etc. Guys, you get quite a big heads up that Reign of Chaos is coming. You get 2 or 3 days, it will be in the events. You then get a week of warm-up before Reign of Chaos Total War. That week of warm-up is when you can build your alliance centers and place all your structures and start getting your tiles and increase your influence levels and your honor levels and your loyalty levels, etc., etc., etc. So use that week right and plan. Get everything in the way you want it to look. Move the things where you need them to be moved, and do as much preparation as you can. We're maybe 80% here. We have our first duel tomorrow, but as I said before, you know, we're not really too stressed about the whole thing. We'd be quite happy if we just survived, basically. Dragon bolts. You know what? I've done a video on dragons before, and the shouts, and I've said I'm not too interested in the shouts. I am very interested in the dragon bolts. They are protection against the shouts. So a dragon can be chucked at you, and he shouts at you. I don't know why they can just not call it a dragon's coming at you, but it's fine. He shouts at you, but you can protect yourself, and I just spat a little bit there. You can protect yourself with one of these and a dragon slayer bolt. This is your protection. Basically, the stronger the dragon that's thrown at you, the more bolts it'll take to defend yourself. So that means obviously people who have a higher level castles will probably have stronger dragons, and this will take up more of those. But to be honest, I've found that usually each dragon will take 2 to 3 of your bolts away. So if I have something like 33 bolts, that means I'm going to be able to survive at least 10 dragons in a row before I have to upgrade that, not to remake my bolts. So that's not too bad at all, I think. Rapid production. We're up to number 32 now. Rapid production, twice a day, every day. Yeah, do it first thing in the morning. Rapid production. Bam. Do it last thing in the evening. Rapid production. Bam. Like so. I hate it. I hate pressing the button, but even I do it. Yeah, really, really important. It just adds this little bits of res constantly. We want to keep this as topped up as we can. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to leave it here at number 32. Possibly, really, considering how many double things we've done, we're probably at number 25, and we will leave the second part for a second video, which I'm going to record immediately after this. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any tips as well, add them below, but you'll see what's coming up in the next video, so hopefully I've covered as much as I possibly could. If you haven't, hiccups again. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider it. I really appreciate your help. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.